class. Okay, so you can able to see my screen, right? Sorry, I have not yet shared. I'll switch off my camera and I'll share. Okay, so able to see, right? Let me know once you can able to see my screen. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
and we are able to see.
Able to see, right? Okay. Okay. So what we discussed in a day one about versions, right? What is HANA, SAP HANA, and versions. Day two we discussed about yesterday what we discussed from day two.
Difference between 1.0
Difference
and
between
2.0
Yes,
architecture.
HANA.
yes.
Difference
HANA.
between the
We discussed about HANA 1.0 and 2.0. Okay, and in that we discussed what is single container and multiple container.
yeah.
TINER. Okay, so you are clear on these topics, right? Okay, so these two topics I will try to keep in YouTube. Malesh and Abhi, you can go through it. I think you already there in day 2. You are there, right, Malesh?
No.
So this is clear, right, for you?
Yeah, yeah, clear.
Okay, this we will share in the YouTube and you can see, Abhi can see. Okay, so today day 3, I said from today the classes are so important. Architecture of HANA. So in my freshers class, in my this beginners class, I told what is that SAP has architecture. HANA architecture. Where is it? Yeah, this screen. So this has an architecture. We discussed about this only in a previous class. Application has architecture, dispatcher, work process, everything. How the flow will be happen, how the process will happen. So this is application architecture. Okay. Now we are dealing with HANA. So we want to know the architecture of HANA, like how the data flow will happen in HANA. Okay, so before going to architecture, let's discuss. It also comes into architecture only components. NENTS. There are many components in HANA. Okay, so we will discuss in detail about each and everything. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can able to see my screen, right? Right, able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Anna.
Okay, so just assume this is an HANA database. Okay, this is an HANA database. In HANA database you will be having multiple components. Okay, different components. So this is one. Okay, host agent, this is it is like server level. This we can discuss later. Okay, these are like HANA components. Okay, so what are these components? So what is the use of these components? We will discuss now in detail each and every one, about each and every one. Okay, so HANA index server. First we will discuss about index server. Index server is is a server which contains actual data. So whenever you are entering any transaction in application layer here, so let us assume I will draw here only for confusion. Okay, just assume like this is an application layer. Okay, this is an application. Okay, so whenever you enter anything in application, it directly gets saved into HANA only, right? It has to save into HANA database. Okay, so where the data gets saved means, so the data gets saved into index server. So this is actually the very main component for the HANA DB. So if HANA index server is crashed, it means your entire data is gone. Okay, so this is very important component which is a main component HANA index server. So okay, which contains actual data, all business transactions, everything will be there inside this index server only. Got it? Clear about this?
Yes.
Yes. So next, preprocessor. Preprocessor mainly comes into picture when we do a text analysis. Okay, so if any text analysis need to be done on the index server, okay, this index server will use this preprocessor to do the text analysis. Okay, this is only for text analysis. Like if any text documents are there, text files are there which has to read. Okay, so in that case preprocessor will help. Okay, so index server will use that preprocessor. With that preprocessor, text analysis will be done. Okay, just remember these definitions, mostly for freshers only. For experience, I don't think this will ask. These are like very basics. Okay, for freshers, yes, you have to remember this. Okay, so next, name server. You are clear on this preprocessor, right?
Yes, Anna.
Okay, yeah. Next, and come to name server. Name server is nothing but a server which contains a topology information. Topology information means, suppose this is one index server, right? Okay, so where the like it is like index, you can say. When you open a book, okay, suppose you are taking one book, so you want to go to some topic, okay, but you don't know where the topic is, where the page number is. But in index, if you see with the topic, you can find the page number, right? Everyone are silent, I think no one.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Anna. Yes. Yes.
Huh? Say just feel like index. Okay, but don't tell when you are giving an interview what is name server. If they ask, you have to tell like it is nothing but it contains the topology information of HANA database. Okay, so this one we will discuss in detail in the next coming slides. Okay, just remember like this for as of now. Next slides we will discuss more on this in name server. Okay, just like a book, you want to go to some topic but you don't know the page number. You have to check each and every page, right? But that will take time. So if you have index, just in the index you will check the topics, so you will see the page number, you will directly go there the same way. Okay, name server.
Anna,
Hmm.
in topology, it includes SID, host name, instance,
Yeah,
port.
that we will discuss later. That is what I said. Going forward, we
Oh,
are
okay.
having
Okay. Okay.
more
Oh,
discussion about this
oh,
name server. Okay.
okay. Anna.
Yeah. Next, statistics server. Statistics server is nothing but it collects all the usage of the system. Suppose RAM, suppose name server is occupying this much memory. Okay, preprocess occupying this much memory, this much space. So statistics, all statistics information will be collected by this statistics server. Clear? Nothing but stats.
Yes. Yes, Anna.
Okay, statistic server, the use of statistic server is that only. Just it will collect all the information like how much memory occupying, how much space it occupied, so that all information will be collected by this statistic server. So the name itself you can tell, statistics of the all the servers, preprocessor, everything. Next, access server, nowadays they are calling as access engine also. Access engine. Okay, so access engine, what is access engine? So yeah, we will discuss this also in detail coming slides. Okay, so access engine, just remember as of now, when you are suppose you want to access this HANA database, okay, you will be having some tools, okay, some tools, okay. So if you are if you want to access SAP system, you need SAP GUI, right? You need SAP GUI to access SAP system, this system. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, Anna.
Okay, for accessing HANA DB, this one you need HANA Studio. Okay, for accessing HANA DB you required HANA Studio. With SAP GUI you cannot able to access HANA DB. Okay, HANA Studio is required. So this is also a one front end tool in our laptop we have to install. Yeah, this will we will talk later about this. Okay, just for information you are telling now. Okay, so like this we can access to HANA DB. So what about this access engine? Access HANA Studio just from local laptop we are connecting. So suppose if a user wants to connect HANA system by using URL based, URL based, then this access engine will be comes into picture. So this access engine will allow the URLs. Okay, by using the URLs we can connect to HANA DB and you can do the work. Okay, so cockpit, you can take it an example, cockpit, HANA cockpit. Anyone heard about name HANA cockpit? Abhi, your experience,
Yeah,
I think.
We
Yeah.
heard that.
Huh? Right? Anyone? Abhi, you heard this HANA cockpit?
yeah, I have.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So here
Yes, I
access
also
engine,
heard it, Anna.
here, right? Okay. So access engine will be useful for the HANA cockpit. We can say like that. So this is URL based. Okay, this is directly front end tool in our laptop. HANA cockpit is URL based. So not only cockpit, there are many URLs are there in HANA, so that has to be accessed by the URL based. So in that case, access engine will be used. Clear? You are clear on this?
Yes, Anna.
Clear, right? Okay. Just remember this. Going forward, we may discuss more about this also. Name server, yes, we will discuss again in coming slides only. Topology information. So what exactly it is? Okay. As of now, just remember it as index. Okay. Next. Components, right? Next we'll discuss this. See, please mute yourself whenever is anything is there, then unmute, you can talk. Okay, see, the same picture again, you just see this picture, same thing, right? HANA database, index server, preprocessor, name server, name, statistics, same thing. So here what happened, this is HANA system. Okay, just remember this is HANA system. Okay, this is one more HANA system, this is one more HANA system. Sorry. Okay, here total 3 HANA systems are there, 1 2 3. Okay, so what I said, when you are installing HANA DB, SID, you have to give SID, right? I'm giving dev. Okay, and next what you have to give, SID. What are the mandatory parameters? SID, next
Instance.
instance number, correct. Okay, next what is the default user in HANA?
Root.
SAP star.
SAP star. Who has given
DDS.
that answer? SAP star.
Asa, Ana, super, Ana
Root.
DB.
Root user, Anna.
Yes. Okay, Anisha is telling root. Mallesh is telling
No,
SAP star.
no, Raj, SAP star only.
SAP star
In,
only.
in HANA.
Immediately that interview will not show an interest for taking interview. SAP star is for application level. Why it is coming? System user. Got it? SAP star and EDIC are application level. We are talking about database. SAP star and EDIC will come here. It will not come here. We are learning this only, right? Or you are into this only still?
Okay, got confused little bit.
Anusha, you understood?
Anna. Yes, Anna. Yes. Now it's clear.
Okay, you told root.
Yeah.
Yes, we will discuss that
In
also.
installation, we have to use root.
Root user. I am
You
talking
have to log
about.
in root user.
I am talking about HANA. In
Okay. Okay.
HANA, what is the user? System is the default user. When you install, system is the default user.
Okay, Anna.
Okay, it will ask to what password you want to set. Okay, so these are the parameters. Next, Malesh, system is a default user, not SAP star. Okay,
Okay, got
okay.
it.
We are talking only database level, not application.
Okay.
Okay, we are
Yeah.
talking only about this. This class is about database only, not application. Okay, so
Oh,
next, so just come to this picture again. The same thing in the first slide I shown, right? This one, the same thing is there here also. Okay, in the first box, and second, third, same HANA database. Here what happens in uh, SAP, right? SAP HANA, there are two types of installations. Okay, one is single host, next multiple host. Okay, so this is one server. Just forget about this two boxes. Okay, so this is one server. Okay, you are installing a HANA system. Okay, perfectly running. But what happened in future? The load is increasing a lot, and this server is unable to handle that load. Then what you will do? Think logically and give the answer. Your transactions are increased, this HANA is unable to take that load, then what you will do?
Again, a server will be installed.
Hmm?
A different server will be installed.
Different server will be installed. Okay, next, one more. Any other want to guess? See, any answer accepted, just tell me, that's all. I am expecting an answer from you. Malesh, other Abhi. This server is unable to take the load, then what you'll do? Okay, should I wait
We'll
for?
create one more VM and install one more server.
You'll create one more VM and install one more server. Okay, the same answer what Shubham was told.
Yeah.
Okay, so any other? Anusha?
Tenant database.
Another tenant database.
Yeah, tenant.
No, don't talk about tenant will come later. Just think about this is one HANA system. In this system and tenant are there. Okay, so it is unable to take the load. Then what you will do? Okay, I'll continue the class. If not, it will be late. Okay, so here HANA system is there. It is installed and it is running perfectly, and the transactions are increased nowadays, and it is unable to take the load. Then customer what will do? Customer will increase the configuration. Increase the configuration means
Specification will be increased.
huh?
Specification will be increased.
Specification means I
Like
don't.
the the
Database.
the,
Database.
the load capacity and all.
Database size.
Capacity means I don't know, Shubham. I need exact answer.
Like yeah, size as what Malish said.
Size of
Yeah,
what size?
RAM,
memory.
memories,
Database.
Hmm.
CPUs.
Yes. Now you came into the correct line. Yes. The customer what will do? He'll increase that configuration. Yes. Again, perfectly it is running. He increase the configuration to one more 200 GB CPUs, 5 CPUs. Okay. It is working perfectly. No problem. Next, again after a few years, what happened? Again load increased. Okay, so then again what you will do?
Okay, increase the configuration.
Again increase. Okay, will increase to 500.
500.
Okay, so then again after a few years again it got increased. Then what you will do? Answer please. Logical thinking, that's all. Being a basis, you should have logical thinking. Okay, no one is answering. Let me continue. Okay, so he did for 2 times. He increased his server configuration until 500 GB more. Now again the load increase. Next, for servers, right, there is a limitation. Okay, you cannot insert RAMs. Okay, you can insert multiple RAMs in the server. Okay, when the limit is done, you cannot insert one more RAM, right? Okay, you cannot insert one more RAM, you cannot increase RAM. Hard disk you cannot increase, maybe after extent. Okay, so in that case what he has to do? He has to take one more server. Okay, so here he has taken 2 servers. Let us take example, 2 servers he has taken. So then he will do multi-host installation. This entire is one system. SID is dev. Okay, but it will run on the 3 servers. Only single HANA database, it will run in 3 servers. Okay, so here when you see this type of architecture, this is a single database. Okay, only one server database installed. So these are the components. So when it comes to multiple nodes, this is the architecture. Clear everyone? Clear Anusha? Clear Shubham?
Yeah.
Yes, Anna.
Yes.
See, concept,
Anna,
we have to understand the concept.
can I ask a question?
Yes.
There is a limit in increasing the configuration.
For this server, first server, yes.
Hello.
Yes,
I
tell me.
There is a limit in increasing the configuration.
Yes. Okay, what is the doubt in that?
What I was asking is, in increasing the configuration, there is a limit.
Yes. See, what is suppose you
Yes.
have a laptop, Anusha. Okay, 4 GB laptop is there.
Okay.
Okay, so you need more performance. What you'll do? You'll go to 8 GB. Okay, you need some more performance. You'll go 16 GB. Okay, you need more performance. It is possible to have 64 GB RAM in your laptop.
No.
It is possible to have 128 GB RAM in your laptop.
No.
Same
No.
way,
No.
same way server is also same. So there don't feel
Okay.
like server is not having limit. It has limitations.
Okay.
Okay, so then they
Okay.
will go to this architecture. Customer will go to this architecture. Okay, now
Okay.
you are interested in name server, right? Earlier you were asking topology. Yes, here what happens? Here what name server will have? Name server will have information like dev system is distributed into how many nodes. Okay, where the tables are, where the information is in. This information is in which node. That information will be there in name server. Now everyone are clear on this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like
Yes.
index, just feel like index. Okay, it has all the information, topology information, where other two nodes are there, where the other data information is there in which node. That's all. Clear on this, right? Clear, everyone?
Yeah, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
But index server is the main
Yes,
server.
index server
All
is the
business
main.
data will store it in
Yes, all data will be
index server.
stored in index server, which is shared here. In this case, it is shared. It has some data, like that. Okay, clear? Next,
Okay.
Yes, Anna.
we'll go to now architecture components. About components we were talking until now, index server, name server. Now we will talk about index server. Only this one, which is important, index server. So what will be there inside index server? So that is this. So hope everyone are understanding, right? See, I am doing hard work for you. So you have to answer something. You have to tell me if you are not able to understand. See, these topics are very important. Okay, you have to remember entire when you are being a basis. Okay, index server. Now we are discussing only about index server. Only about this one inside. So what happens inside? So let us take this is application. Okay, so whenever any transaction is coming to HANADB, I said no, index, it will save in index server only, right? One second. It will save in index server only, correct? Okay, so then what happens? First it will go to session and transaction manager. So here what it will do, it will check the authentication, whether the user is authorized to do that or not.
It will clear.
Authentication. Okay, so it will check that. If okay, if everything is okay, then it will go to SQL and MDX processor. SQL and MDX processor. So what this will do?
Process the data, database data.
So whenever any anything is coming from application, right, it will be like it will be like in SQL or in MDX format. Okay, so it will segregate. Okay, the request which is coming from application is SQL related or MDX related. Okay, so then what this processor will do, here it has engines again inside, data engine, right? It has engines. It has engines. So then if it is SQL, If it is SQL related query, different queries, SQL query, MDX query, so it will give that to SQL engine. If it is MDX, this processor will give to MDX. So here what SQL is doing a very key role in the performance. So it is suppose we got an SQL, it is not searching for entire engines, all the engines which are there here, it is only going to SQL. So then performance will be good, right? So directly it is going and it is running the query here, it is taking data and giving to again user. Okay, so next repository, I have written a clear definition here. Repository, nothing but maintain the versions of HANA metadata. Okay, metadata. So what is metadata? Metadata is nothing but data that provides information about other data, okay, but not contains of actual data, such as text of message or image itself. So same like index. So if you open the index, you just have a topic on it, right? Whatever the information is there inside the topic, that will be not there. Okay, so same like what that component, name server, same like name server, it is also like that only. It has all the versions of HANA, but it don't contains any data, it just have the versions. Okay, versions of SAP HANA metadata, that's all. Okay, only versions, everything will be saved here. Okay, so this is suppose data engine, not saved here, it will be saved finally. Persistence layer, anyone heard about persistence layer? Persistence layer, anyone? No, right? Okay, no problem. So okay, so yeah, I'm repeating again. So whenever any application any transaction is going to save in DB, it comes to index server, session manager will check it is authentication, whether it is authenticate, if it is correct then only it will authenticate and it will go inside. Okay, just like username and password, just feel like that. Okay, authentication. Next, in SQL processor, SQL and MDX processor, what it happens, so whether the request is SQL query or MDX query, so it will segregate and it will send that query to that SQL engine. Here it is MDX engine, so like that it will go. So it will query, it will run. Okay, suppose he is going to save the transaction. Okay, so that query will run here and that finally gets saved into persistence layer. Okay, clear?
Persistence layer is the layer like for a backup or something.
Persistence layer, yeah, next I am coming to that only.
Okay.
Persistence layer, nothing but a physical disk, we can say.
Got it.
Okay, so in
That's
that we will have data and log volume. Data and log volume. So in normally they will ask in the interviews, what is persistent layer? What is persistent layer? So you have to tell persistent layer is nothing but a hard disk which contains data and log volumes. That's all. No other definition for it. Persistence layer is nothing but an hard disk which contains data and log volume. That's all.
And this data engine is connected to repository for the processing of data.
This data engine, yes,
Is connected.
so data engine, I said data engine, right? It will process, yes. So whatever the
Okay.
query is coming, right, it will process. If it is SQL engine, if it is MDX engine will process. Okay, then it finally gets saved into persistent layer, which is data and log volume. Repository will have metadata information. That's all.
Got it.
Clear on this, everyone? Clear on this, right?
Yeah.
Next I will tell you, next we'll discuss like how exactly how HANA data, data is get saved into HANA DB. This we only discussed about index server. Next we will discuss about overall. This is interesting, very interesting. Just remember
Anna,
this.
sorry for asking. Can you explain one more time?
Okay, where is that? Where is that?
Sorry, Anna.
Okay, no problem. See, when you are, suppose Anisha, you are entering some transaction, you want to save some transaction. Okay, you have entered an application only, right? Hello.
Yes, Anna.
Ah.
Yes, Anna.
So it will go to HANA DB. So in index server, what happens? First, it will check whether you are authorized person or not. Okay, here. So once you are authorized, next it will go to SQL and MDX processor. So whenever you are giving anything from application now, it will be in a form of SQL query or in a MDX query. Okay, so what this SQL processor, SQL MDX processor will do, just it will check, so what type of query your query is. If it is SQL query, it will go to SQL engine. If it is MDX query, it will go to MDX engine. So this will process everything and this will save it to persistent layer. Persistent layering is nothing but data and log volume. Okay, this repository, it just contains the information, what is a version of it, that's all, like index.
Okay.
Okay, next. Yeah, this is very important and very interesting also. Next one. Now we just discussed about index server, like in index how the data will process. Now we'll discuss about overall in HANA how the data will be processed. What is that? Okay, Shubham, you are on the line, right?
Yeah, I am here. Rajesh.
Okay.
Where would I go?
Yes, okay. See, pause me if anything. See, this is very important and interesting also.
Sure.
Okay. I am trying to clear a concept for you. Okay, so just tell me any doubts. So again, the same thing. You are doing some transaction in SAP. Okay. So what it will do? Finally, it gets saved into DB only, right? This is HANA DB. So what happens? HANA DB, you know, everything in HANA, it is like memory concept. Okay, it will get saved into memory first. Okay, so then from memory what happens, you know, everyone knows, right? HANA is giving good performance. Why? Because so whatever the data you are entering, right, that gets saved into memory. Obviously, say just assume your laptop has 8 GB RAM. Okay, so what is the cost of it? Just rough guess, anyone? Rough guess.
Cost of HANA DB.
Not HANA DB. In your laptop, suppose you have 4 GB RAM, you want to upgrade it to 8 GB, so you want to buy one more 4 GB.
Yeah.
Okay, so for, let us assume 4 GB RAM. 4 GB RAM, cost I am taking as 4,000. I'm not sure exactly. I'm just taking as
Well,
a rough.
actually, that's kinda cheap. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so next, if you take 1 TB,
RAM.
recently I have taken 2 TB, okay, for my personal use. Okay, 2 TB RAM, 2 TB hard disk.
Hard disk. That's what I was thinking. RAM.
Okay.
Well, like you are
Five.
running a supercomputer or something.
Yes. So 5,000.
Yeah, definitely.
Cost is 5,000. So see the difference. Where is 4 GB? Where is 2 TB? 2 TB. What is 2 TB? How much? If you convert into GB, how much it is?
2048.
1024 into 2048 GB hard disk. Hard disk. Sorry, here I did not written GB. 20 GB. This is
That's all right. You got it.
it's all right. Okay, 2048 GB. So for me, 2048 GB, 5000 is the cost for hard disk. So if I want to take 2048 RAM, what will be the cost? It goes into crores only, I think. Lakhs, 50 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, it may go like that only, right? 4028 RAM, 4 GB RAM is 4000, 2448 RAM, how much the cost will be? Very, very high, right? Very, very costly. And if you have RAM, more RAM in your laptop, obviously your performance will be high, right? The same way here also, RAM, when the data is getting saved into RAM, performance in the RAM is very high, okay, when comparing with hard disk, very, very fast, okay, comparing to hard disk. So that's why RAM is so costly, very, very expensive. Okay, this is cheap only hard disk. So here what happen, whenever you enter any transaction in application, it gets saved into memory, okay, but what happens when you restart, no, RAM memory is volatile, okay, RAM memory is volatile. RAM memory is volatile means whenever you restart HANA system, HANA DB, so whatever the data is there, no, in memory, that gets vanished, deleted, vanished, okay, I think meaning is same, okay, it gets vanished. Clear until here? Whenever you restart HANA system, whatever the data is there in memory, it gets vanished, totally vanished.
Yeah, it works on real time.
Yes. So here, so if suppose we are saving transactions here, you restart the system, if all transactions are gone, then what is the use of HANA DB? No use, right? So that's why we have a concept called persistent storage. Got it? Persistent storage. So here what happens, whenever any transaction is getting saved into memory, okay, immediately the transaction will be go into log area, which is physical disk, hard disk, you can say, okay, whatever the transactions are getting saved here, immediately it will go here, okay. Next, what about this data area? You will be having some time for this, like 5 minutes by default, every 5 minutes. So what happens, for every 5 minutes, whatever the transactions are there in memory, no, that all transactions will come here, it gets saved, okay. Clear on this? So synchronously transactions will be saved here in the log area. I will write this name also, the log areas, SYN, synchronous, here async. Remember this words, you have to tell in the interview also. SYN, okay, I am writing like this, okay. So synchronously it will save to log area, asynchronously it will save to data area. Synchronously, asynchronously means immediately whenever any transaction is happening in memory, that gets immediately saved to log area. Asynchronously means every 5 minutes interval of time. After this we have to set, normally by default it is 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes what happens, it will lock for some time, and whatever the transactions are there in memory, that gets saved to data area. Clear on this? Just for this, all
Yes,
happens in
yes.
milliseconds only. It will not lock entire memory for some time. If it is locking, again the problem for the end users, they cannot do anything. Just it
Uh,
happens in a milliseconds.
so the same data will be stored in both data area and log area.
Yes, data area and log area. So here the same data, here same data by saving. Okay, next what happens now, you
Then
have
what? Anna,
uh,
then what is the difference between data and the log, data area and the log area?
yeah, that will come going forward.
Oh,
Okay,
so
until
okay,
here
Anna.
clear?
No, yes, yes, Anna, it's clear.
Clear, right? Now
Mm.
next. Yeah, that is good question, we will discuss that also. So asynchronously here it is getting saved, synchronously here. Next what happens, again this has log area is there, no? This has time, this also has some time, 15 minutes by default. Okay, this also has some time, 15 minutes. So what happens after 15 minutes here? So whatever the transactions are happened into log area, okay, that that will gets backed up. So that is called log backup. Okay, that is called log backup. So I said right, 15 minutes, okay, time has reached 15 minutes, then log backup will happen. So this log backup will be happen to some mount points called HANA shared. We will discuss clearly about this HANA shared in next classes. Okay, there will be a mount point in HANA, so in HANA share it gets saved. Okay, next what happens after saving here? So whatever the 15 minutes is there, no, it gets backup here and it gets deleted. So whatever the transactions are there, that get deleted. Happened, that get deleted. Clear on this?
Actually, getting a little confused is.
Okay, what confusion, tell me?
No, it's not like that confusion you are thinking, but like need to get along why there's need of these both data area and log area first of all,
Yeah,
and
that will come future, Shubham.
yeah,
That will
sure,
come
sure,
future, definitely I will tell you what is the use of this and this. Okay,
okay,
that will
fine,
discuss. Until now on this concept you are clear?
yeah, on this concept,
Okay, yeah, Anisha is also having same doubt, we'll clear that doubt definitely tomorrow.
definitely.
Today this is enough. Okay, so next, data area. What happens in data
Anna,
area? Yes, Anisha.
and the data in the log area shifted to the log backups. After the
Backup.
data in log area will be deleted.
Backup is done, no? Backup is done to log backup.
After the backup, the data in the log area will be deleted.
Deleted. Yes, deleted.
Oh, okay, no,
Clear?
it's clear.
Deleted.
It's yes, and it's clear.
Next. So here in data area it is not like that. So whatever it is getting
Uh,
saved.
Rajesh, Anna, actually, Abhishek this said.
Yes.
So, is there any chance of that, log area get full?
Yeah, that will come next classes.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
okay,
now.
okay.
Not now. You may have seen, right? Log area is full. HANA log is full.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that we will discuss in the next
yeah.
classes.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
That
thanks.
is very interesting topic, we will discuss. Okay, here what happens, suppose here today here data area today, so 1 GB transactions are happened, so the size will be 1 GB. Okay, tomorrow again 1 more GB happened, 1 GB. The size of the data area will be 2 GB. Okay, again 10 days, every day 10 every day 1 GB 1 GB will happen, so data size will be 10 GB. Clear? Data size will be 10 GB. Like this, every day some transactions happens, right? So it keep on getting added. Size of the data area will increase every day. Okay, okay. So whenever you are taking a HANA backup, okay, so backup will be done from this only. Okay, so Shubham or Abhisheka, you will take HANA backups.
Yes.
You will take HANA backups. Any time you have
Uh,
taken?
Yeah, actually, in our project, it will be taken.
Yes. How you will take HANA backups?
I haven't taken time.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. For me, same for me.
Same, okay. So no problem. So whenever you take HANA backup, that whatever the data is there in the data area, that only gets backed up. Okay, not whatever there is memory, whatever there in log area, what is there in log backup, it won't. Okay, only whatever there in data area, that only gets backed up.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, correct.
Yes. So whatever the doubts you have, right, tomorrow we will going to discuss about that doubts. Those are very very interesting. Even for me also, to learn the subject, no, it has taken almost 2 to 3 years
Oh,
just to
definitely.
know
Then
this subject.
how can we get into
Okay,
2 3 hours?
so yeah, very interesting topics. So but you have to concentrate on each and every word what I am talking, so then only you will be in that flow. Suppose you miss some word of my, then you will not understand the next. Okay, clear on this?
Yeah.
Yes, for today it is done. I think everyone are getting bored because class is getting delayed.
No, it's not right actually. Rajesh, could you please share the